Boxing Social here with a giant of a man, David Price. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good. Glad to be here.
What'd you make of that press conference, and what did you feel when you looked him straight into the eye?
I felt a man who probably thinks he's going to have an easy night's work on Saturday, and I hope he does, because he's going to get the shock of his life if that's the case.
When you first heard the news that you were going to fight Alexander Povetkin, what went through your head?
When I first heard the news, I felt nervous. When the name got mentioned, I was like, Povetkin, whoa. I was like, okay, let me think about it. Thought about it briefly and went, let's do it. Because he's got a fearsome reputation, Alexander Povetkin. You know, he's got some showreel knockouts. He's the Russian, dressed in all black, Olympic champion. But then when we watched him more, you're like, is he as good as his reputation suggests? And he's not. He really isn't. And obviously, as I've gone through camp, feeling much better and getting fitter and stronger and sparring, you know, your confidence grows, and here we are. And now I'm in a position where, you know, fancy the job on Saturday night.
What do you think is the biggest chink in his armour?
I don't think he performs well against tall fighters, which suits me. I think if you can push him back, you're gonna do well. You know, a lot of fighters are tentative against him and scared to step to him and just want to tuck up. But that's not really in my nature to be on the defence and try and ride out for 12 rounds. I'm win or bust. I'll put it all on the line, one way or another. You know, every defeat I've had, bar one where I got knocked out, I've been close to victory by having the opponent on the floor. So it's not really my nature. So I'm gonna try and drag him into a high-paced fight.
Would you say that he's the toughest fighter you will ever meet?
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%. Yeah, of course he is. But that's why I'm in the sport, to test myself against the best.
Is there any added pressure due to the fact that you're a co-main event guy in probably one of the biggest shows this year?
Not really, no, because the people who are in the stadium, they're not here to watch me. They're here to watch Anthony Joshua. That's the reality of it. So while they'll watch the fight, apart from the boxing world, the people in boxing, people in the stadium, a lot of them mightn't even know who I am. So it's not really an issue, and I'm expected to lose. But the pressure on me is the pressure off myself, because I really want to win the fight. So for that reason, I am feeling fight week feelings, bit of tension, bit of anticipation. Not so much nerves on the fight night. I will, because the adrenaline will start kicking in, which is good, because you need that to perform.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that you found this kind of new spark as soon as this Povetkin thing became official. Well, how tough was it before this whole Povetkin deal? Like, did you go through some tough times mentally in that?
Look, the day you got the call about the Povetkin fight, I was sat with my trainer and my conditioning trainer and telling them that I was starting to struggle with motivation, you know, and which means I was getting a little bit fed up, unless something was going to come. And then literally 2 hours later, I got the call, and the fire literally just that lit the fire, and that's what I've needed for a long time. And that's why I've put everything into my training.
Have you changed anything in terms of training?
I've just the quality of training's been better. You know, I've rested when I've had to rest. My weight's come down. I've sparred harder for this fight than I have ever as a pro, I'd say. So, because I needed to. If it had showed you me body a couple of weeks ago, I was battered and bruised. I sparred hard because I needed to condition myself for what's going to be an absolute hard fight, and give myself the best chance possible.
What kind of a performance can your fans and boxing fans in general expect from David Price on Saturday?
I want to get in the ring and just be David Price, the David Price that I know I can be. Not the one that's lost. Even better than the one that was at his best, because it's got to be. I've got no choice than to be the best David Price possible, and I'm just going to get in there and express myself. And I think the fans will be in for a treat with the opponents I've got. The styles makes fights, and I think we're in for a treat.
Are you looking for the knockout?
always, but not so much. Not so much. That's not the only option, you know. I've got to be clever. I've got to be careful. I don't want to be going in there gung ho, because he make me pay. So I've got to be careful.
David Price, thank you very much.